Chargers heading north to take on Seattle. And it's the Chargers who are out in front. Tyler Lockett, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. 21-7, the final score. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Derek Carr leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out. Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They run it again with Chubb, and he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Gun! Detroit!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Farmer. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Glover. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Handoff comes to Chubb. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gained, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll look to throw again. Going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. A give. This is Chubb. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And McManus able to put it through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Here we go.
Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here we go. What's this up?
Now Wentz. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
On first down, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz over the middle, complete. It's Clayton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Wentz now on first down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing now is Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
There we go. Back. 180.
On second down, here's Wentz. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And this is caught by Watkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They get it to him running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Here we go. 120.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that. I
think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Throw left side complete. It's Farmer. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Leopard!
the gun. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Glover. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll take this one down to the 36. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Lucky 56. Set. Green 39, green 39.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Farmer. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught inside the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue.
They'll run with Chubb, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
3-19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and now it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And there's the spike. It stops the clock at 22 seconds remaining. Back to throw. Wentz. Underneath for Johnson. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. And they'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing.